Well, good morning, folks. This is Granny at Granny and Grumpy's Homestead, and I haven't shown you my long-haired Chihuahuas in a while, so I thought, well, might as well do it this morning. They're doing really well, and I'm going to show you what I feed them. Long-haired Chihuahuas, they have a lot of hair, and when they don't get enough, just like us, when they don't get enough omega-3s, then they tend to start having some problems with their hair and with other things. Now, in Mr. Needham's case, he has a kind of a bald spot in a certain spot, and that's because his diaper rubs over that spot all the time and causes the hair to not grow back there all the time. Now, if I took his diaper off and didn't ever put it back on him again, it grows back because I've tried it and it does. But with Junior, he has to wear a diaper also. All boy dogs that are used as a stud dog they're prone to do things you don't appreciate in your home, such as marking territory. I only have 4 dogs, that's it. Only 3 of them are used to have puppies. There was all 4 of them being used as puppies until Penelope got hurt and wounded so badly. However, I only have 1 female, and so Junior, that boy, he thinks he's a Great Dane. He keeps picking fights with his dad, and he is so much smaller than his daddy is. But we're going to go ahead and show you what we feed them so that you'll know how they can keep their hair so pretty. My female that she is just beautiful. Her hair is just, her coat's gorgeous. And my dogs don't stink, as far as they don't have stinky breath, they don't have stinky coats. Now, if they haven't been washed for a real long time and they've been outside a lot, then they start to smell like the outside. But they don't smell by themselves. They don't smell very bad because I give them certain products. And so let's see what they get. As you can see, I've not let them out for the morning yet. They stay in their cages until it's time. Okay, so I start out with giving them a can, since there's 4 of them and they don't eat all that much food. I give them a can of sardines. So I crush them all up, the sardines, and then go down here in my food grade bucket that has their dog food in it. And they are only fed a certain, I rotate between 2 certain kinds of food. They're both expensive. They both are made up of the same thing. They just look a little bit different. Probably taste a little different because I can tell how they are attracted to it differently. They get greenies for their toothbrushes. Then I've used something. Y'all probably heard about this on the radio and stuff. It's a product called Dinovite. That's one happy dog. It promotes gut health for dogs. And so I get 1 bag of this, and it's about $50 a bag. You can get it on Amazon. And between the 4 of them, because they're so small, I give them 1 heaping scoop. And I put that over the top. And then we go over here in my trusty little chair. And we mix it all up. And they just love it. Now, when you first give the product Dinovite to your dog, they may or may not turn their snoot up at it. It's different. It's out of the ordinary. It smells like a lot of kelp is in it. But once they taste it, then they're good with it. Okay, so after I have it all mixed up, and it looks like that then when it's finished. There's Junior. There's Ruthie. Nellie's over there. I call her Nellie for short because Penelope's so hard to say, for me anyway. And then Mr. Needham's right in here. Once I get it all mixed together, then I put it in each one of their individual bowls. I have to, before I can give their food to them, in caring for these little dogs, and each one of these dogs weighs 7 pounds or less. So at that point, after I get the 2 boys diapered, then I lay their food down, let them all out. Now, they have in this room of ours, let me show you. It's an old tore up box. It's got stuff in it. I use that to shut their hole to the outdoors up at night. And when it's cold or too hot, then I put 2 towels together and I lay 6 towels on the floor. And then I make sure they can't move the towels very well by putting old jugs of detergent that are empty of detergent, but they're filled full of water on top of it just to keep it where it'll go. And then Nellie's cage, you have to change it every couple days, all this stuff. It's a lot of work. I have to tell you, it's a lot of work. And I have her in her cage because it's not good for her to be outside all day long. Because she drags her back 2 legs around, it means that she is dragging herself all along the rough ground. Even though we have out there to protect all of them so that they don't get muddy and all that kind of stuff. We have, well, maybe I think I can show you. I'm not sure you can see it real well out there now. Well, you kind of can. You can tell that there's a lot of shavings out there, but they're like stuck down in the grass now. We had, I think it was 7 bales of shavings that we brought in. So that, here, let's see if we can. And this is what it looks like in their lot. I have to go out there and change the water out every day. So when they're outside, and there's a lot of shavings, but they seem to get these shavings stuck down in the mud whenever it's been raining. So it doesn't look like as many shavings as it really was. Let's pull our window down. We have a problem with stink bugs around here, as you can see here. It's a real problem. I mean, it's not anything funny. This is how they're coming into our house, is through the windows. And these windows aren't sealed very well because this house was built in the 1960s. Let's see if I can put this down. There. It was built in 1962, if I'm not mistaken. Here, we'll pull this back. And see, there's our door. And I undo it. Now, my dogs, we don't know why, but they're terrified of those 2 flapping doors. We can't figure it out. We can't get them to go through them for nothing. Well, I put them down again, thinking, well, maybe we could get them to decide that they weren't scared of them. They refuse. They just won't go through the opening. So I have these 2 boards right here that I stick to push up the lids so that they can actually do what they need to do, is being able to go outside. Okay, let me go ahead and go for a few seconds so I can fill up their bowls and put them all down, and I'll let them out and you can see them. Well, they spilt their water as soon as they got out of the cages. They went plowing through, thinking they could go outside, but then they get to that door, and it's like they put on brakes and they slide across the floor because they're just not going to go out it. So when they went plowing through the towels, they hit the water bowl. So I got water to clean up. But let me show you. Ruthie is the one who's that's closest to me. She's the black and white with the tail wagging just as fast as it can go. And she has what is called butterfly ears. And Penelope had butterfly ears too, but when Penelope got hurt, I had to cut all the butterfly part out. See, he thinks he's a Great Dane. That's his daddy over there, and his daddy weighs more than he does. He weighs about 5.5 to 6 pounds. His daddy weighs a full 7.5 pounds. It varies. And they're both, all these dogs, just their coats are so soft. I think the possibility exists that Ruth is about to come into heat because Junior's been taking a very big interest in her recently. The last puppy she had, Mr. Needham, was the dad of. And so when she has puppies next time, I'm going to let Junior. And over there is Miss Penelope. She's content for the most part to stay in her little room. At least she can see through the wires. She knows where everybody's at. She's not left totally alone. But I do keep her in there by herself because sometimes the two boys are a little bit rugged, like you just saw. And I don't want them to hurt her any worse than she's already been hurt. And she gets across the floor and everything just as fast as everybody else does. You know, she rolls herself around. Her back legs don't work because her back was broken right before her hips. So, you know, it's a terrible thing when you have a pet. You have to see, because I couldn't catch her because of my disabilities. And she was running towards me as hard as she could to get away from the dog. But he just scooped her up like she was nothing and went to shaking her. And all I could do was scream to the top of my lungs to try to stop him. But, oh well, that's in the past. There's nothing more I can do about it. And we wait for the new earth. We wait for heaven. We wait for what's coming. I have great hopes that our pets will be a part of that world. And I don't have anything to go by, nothing that says it in the Bible. It's just Jesus is going to have everything there for us that is absolutely as amazing and as wonderful and as happy as can be for us. So, Mr. Needham's walking around. See, and here comes Junior. He's got to cause trouble. He just doesn't want... He doesn't want Mr. Needham to join in anything. He's kind of a bully. And he's almost 3 years old, and this has only been going on for about the last 6 months, and I really don't know what's happened. Why he has this strange new attitude. I don't know, because Mr. Needham's never been rough with him. And I'll tell you what, Mr. Needham's fur is the most wonderfulest, softest fur. See, he just comes up and starts bullying him around and letting him think, no, now this is my territory, you just keep on the other side. I think Junior needs some brushing around his head. Look at him. He's rough. I'm telling you, he's rough. Looks like somebody did a little bit of a bathroom job there. I need to clean it up. I think I'm going to go get my cane. Yeah, he's being pretty antagonistic. I might have to put Mr. Needham in with Nellie because he's not being very nice. Or either put Junior in with his mama because that is his mother. He was the last set of puppies she had. And I think they were 8 weeks old when she got hurt. I don't know, but he's been this way for 6 months, so I think I might need to find him a new home. Because I can't have a dog here that is like that, you know. Everybody's got to be nice. I don't like dogs to be mean to each other. Junior, stop. Junior. No. You behave your little bad self. He's usually a very good dog normally. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's trying to come into heat that he's acting like that too. I don't know. But I thought I'd share my dogs with you a little bit this morning because they're a mess. I'll let you see Nikki's 2 dogs. Can't show you the cat because the cat hides when he comes here. His name is Seriously Black or Sirius Black. And he hides the minute he gets laid down. He's gone. So he stays in one room so that he can have the whole room to himself. But he doesn't like... Well, he doesn't... He gets scared of people, I think is what it is. It's not that he doesn't like people, because I've petted him many times and he's been fine with it. It's just he gets scared with new environments. And I think dogs scare him a lot because the dogs chase him and stuff. So, but let's get up and go see Lady and Rocket. Now, Rocket's the one who is probably... I don't know. I'm not really sure how to explain Rocket. He's a good dog, but and they just act like, normal dogs. Hold on, let me fasten I have a little fence here. Maybe you can see it as I turn it around. See the water, I still hadn't cleaned it up yet. I'll come back in here. My floor is waterproof. I had to make sure everything in this house was waterproof. Whenever we put down our wood floors, I had to make sure that they coated them with Helmsman. And Helmsman is something that you put on boats to help to seal them, to make them waterproof. So I had to make sure of that. And of course, while they're here, I have to kind of park them in the kitchen in front of my freezer, because I'm limited to how much space I've got here. It's 1,600 square foot, but it's small in the... Here we go. Okay. Hey, Rocket. Hey, lady. No, stay down. Stay down. They got their collars on, and lady, once I got the situation remedied yesterday, man, let me tell you, she did not. Rocket's trying to find that cat that hovers around the... He's really after that cat. He wants that cat gone. But Lady's the one who... She is the older of the two dogs. She's a really nice dog. I really enjoy her company. They kind of play with each other a lot all day long. They're constantly chewing on each other. They chew on each other's ears. They're both fixed, so there won't be any more like them. It looks like Rocket has been tearing up stuff. He's trying to get to that cat. So he's like pulls out with his nails. He pulls anything and everything out from underneath the porch, trying to get to him. But I'm not sure where the cat is under the ramp, but it's out here. I think I need to put some water in my flowers and my pansies. So that's the animals I take care of every day. Except for you didn't see the guinea pigs. But we'll do that another time. They're really sweet pets. I love the guinea pigs. I call them the ladies. So you have a blessed day. It's beautiful out here this morning, even though it's overcast. It's really pretty. You got to see this dogwood bloom here at my porch. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Here is Bessie's garage, my porch. Well, have a blessed day, folks. And do remember, we love you. And when I say that, I really mean it. We love you. But the biggest thing is Jesus loves you. And He loves you with an everlasting love and cares very, very deeply about you. So when you're sad and down and out, remember there's someone you can go to who understands everything that's going on in your situation and world. We love you. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.